Hello, welcome to part 4 of repairing the Marantz Superscope CD-330. In the last episode we got the keys back on and most of the mechanism back in, and what we're going to do now is, because the mechanism kind of works, we can actually test whether the speed is calibrated correctly and if indeed it plays anything at all. So let's go ahead and do that now. We've got here the test tape. Normally you'd open the door, of course, but we don't have the door on, so you just slab it in. The tape detector is down here. You can't see it because it's around the back of the tape. And we should now be able to play the tape. So we saw the play head go into the tape, that's a good sign. Let's make sure we've got the volume up on this. Why is that not on? So it helps if you have the speakers plugged in. Let's try again. Which one is it? That one. So the lead in, and then there we go, that's our test tone. Now that should be 1 kilohertz, and via the power of this Android app we can test that, but without leaning on the tape head. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, but the tone is actually wavering. Okay, and it's breaking up a bit there. Let's pause this. So what this tells us is, well, it's about 902. What was that? Was it 1 megahertz or 1 kilohertz? I can't remember. It was 1 kilohertz, so that's 902 hertz, which is slightly too slow. So we have to try and find the trimmer pot to change that. But also, it's wavering all over the place. You can see it quite clearly from the screenshot there. So I suspect that something is rubbing on something. We're going to have to find out exactly what's going on there. The reason that the sound was wavering was because this cog here needs to be held under tension. It's hard to see on the video. There's a spring under here which is pushing the whole cog in this direction. However, we had the wrong belt on, which meant that it was actually sitting probably about 3 millimeters off of where it's supposed to be, and that was causing, well, it was causing the mechanism to grind around, and the sound was wavering. And we're just going to test now whether we fixed it or not. In goes the test tape again, then we just have to rewind it. Okay, tape in. Play. So we've got a bit of wavering there, but mostly that's a straight line. We can't see the sine wave that we saw before, so we've definitely improved it. We're probably not going to get much better than that, actually, from something so old. Well, we'll see what we can do. Let's put it back together. Now that we've replaced the belt, I also realised that the rewind mechanism now works. And it sounds much healthier. It was all grinding away last time. So great. Unfortunately, I think we've spoken too soon about the rewind mechanism, because it has a really hard time pulling in the big roll of tape. Basically, when the tape is all on the left hand side and you try and rewind, then it has a really hard time. So what that is there's a friction roller which is allowed to slip, which is that's the noise you're hearing, and it's obviously not gripping as well as it should. We did actually try adjusting the torque to make it pull harder, and it's still not made any difference really. How long do I want to torture this machine for? But anyway, I think we're going to finish up fairly soon. The good news is that it's mostly working. You can hear the high frequencies coming in and out. So I think the reason that the high frequencies move in and out like that is because the tape is sitting actually too far down. Once we've got the case on, I think the tape will sit a millimeter or two higher than it is now, and I'm hoping it's going to sound fine. But we'll find out when we get the thing back together. There's a few more adjustments we actually need to do before we get the thing back together. One of them that we just did, if I move the tripod, I'm going to change the tape to this Tom Jones tape now. This is the tape that I don't really care too much about because, well, it's horrible. And if it gets mashed up, it wouldn't be a tragedy. But this is Mama Told Me Not to Come. So let's look at the VUs with that. Here we go. This is the B-side remix. That's just, it's kind of strange, that. And that's right at the end of the song, is it? Rewind. So those needles aren't anywhere near as twitchy as the other tape deck that I have, but they still look pretty cool. If you just compare that to the VUs on this tape deck here. Here we go. Look at the over-engineered mechanism on this. I'll review this tape deck at one point. Once more. So over-engineered. So there we go. If we move over here. So I much prefer these VUs. They're way more twitchy. They have a peak option as well. Don't know if the Marantz one has a peak option. Anyway, so I'll probably wrap it up there. See you next time.